Hello, my name is Gosia Gawęcka. This presentation is about productivity habits, how to manage your energy, because energy is your most limited resource. Manage your energy, not just your clock. If your energy is depleted, your output will be poor. There are three energy zones. The peak zone is in the morning. Your brain is sharp, focused, and creative. Hormones and alertness are at their highest. This is when you should tackle your hardest, more cognitively demanding work. Truth zone, energy and concentration deep. Your vigilance is low. This is ideal for low stakes tasks, admin, inbox processing, and routine decisions. And recovery zone in the late afternoon, your mood lifts and you become better at collaboration, learning, and insight based work. The key rule is never to use your peak energy zone for email, social media, and routine admin. Try this activity. For the next 3 days, rate your energy level every 2 hours. At the end, map your personal peak, trough, and recovery zones. Redesign your schedule to put your hardest task firmly in your peak zone. The morning is the most important productivity variable you control. What you do in the first 30 to 60 minutes determines your neurological state for the entire day. Why mornings matter? Willpower and decision making are at their highest in the morning. Cortisol naturally peaks in the morning, creating alertness and drive. The first task you complete sets the psychological tone for everything that follows. Morning routines automate good decisions. Try this power start protocol. No phone for the first 5 minutes, then brief movement. Even 5 minutes activates the brain. Then set your intention. What is the single most important thing today? And then review your top 3 most important tasks. And then begin your first deep work block before checking any messages. The compound effect. A strong morning routine, repeated 250 working days a year, creates a profound compound advantage. The quality gap between routine led workers and reactive workers grows wider every month. Try this activity. Design your ideal morning routine using the 5-step protocol. Write it out with specific times. Run it for 5 consecutive days. Track your mood, focus, and output compared to your previous mornings. What difference do you notice? Stop being busy and start being productive. You have to learn to distinguish between activity and productivity. Most people are extremely busy doing tasks that don't matter. The key is a consistent priority system, the 3-tier task system. Tier 1, most important tasks, 1 to 3 tasks per day that, if completed, would make the day a success. These advance your most important goals. They are scheduled first, in the peak energy time. Tier 2 are for important scheduled work, 3 to 5 tasks that support your goals but are less critical. These go in protected time blocks. And Tier 3, maintenance, work, email, admin, routine requests. These are batched and contained, never allowed to expand into Tier 1 time. The rule: before you open your inbox, complete your most important task every single day. And the 80-20 principle applied. Approximately 20% of our tasks produce 80% of our results. The skill is identifying that 20% and doing it first consistently. The 2-minute rule: if a task takes less than 2 minutes, do it immediately. Don't let it sit on your list, consuming mental bandwidth. Try this activity tonight. Identify tomorrow's top 3 most important tasks before you go to sleep. Write them on a card you will see first thing in the morning. Commit to completing this task before opening your inbox. Do this for 1 full week and measure the difference in your sense of progress. Build an environment that works for you. The modern environment is designed by billion-dollar companies to steal your attention. You need systems, not just discipline. The cost of distraction. Research shows it takes an average of 23 minutes to fully recover focus after an interruption. How to defend yourself from external distractions. Phone. Keep phone face down on silent. Notifications. Turn off all non-essential alerts. Email. Close the tab. Check only at scheduled times. People. Interrupting colleagues. Use visible signals like headphones, closed door, status indicators. And how to defend yourself from internal distractions, such as mind wandering. Keep a capture list nearby. When a stray thought appears, write it down and return to work. And use implementation intentions. When I feel the urge to check social media, I will take 3 deep breaths instead. Commit to a start ritual that anchors you into focus mode. Use browser blockers like Cold Turkey and Freedom during focus blocks. Willpower is the moment in the moment is unreliable. Remove the option entirely. Environmental design. You do not rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems. Design the system so of your environment so the productive choice is the easy choice. Try this activity. Audit your distractions for one full day. Every time something pulls you off task, note it. At the end of the day, categorize each as external or internal. Choose your top 3 distractions and design one specific environmental intervention for each. The weekly review habit is the most powerful productivity habit. Without it, tasks accumulate, priorities drift, and you spend your days reacting rather than advancing. Why most productivity systems break down? Captures become bloated, ideas and tasks pile up without processing, goals lose connection to daily actions, wins go uncelebrated, motivation erodes, problems compound unnoticed for weeks. Here is a 5-step weekly review plan. First, clear the decks, process all inboxes, email, notes, messages, and then review last week. Capture every loose end, review last week, what actually happened, what worked, what didn't, how did your time really go. Then check your goals. Are you on track of your 90-day and annual goals? What needs adjusting? Plan next week. Schedule your top 3 most important tasks for each day. Block focus time before filling in meetings and obligations. And finally, celebrate wins. Name 3 specific things you achieved. This is not indulgent, it is neurologically essential for sustaining motivation. Try this activity. Schedule your first weekly review for this Sunday. Set a timer for 60 minutes. Work through all 5 steps. At the end, write down how it felt and what you discovered. Commit to making it a recurring weekly appointment. Building momentum through small wins. Productivity is about compounding small wins into unstoppable momentum. How momentum works. Every completed task triggers a small dopamine release. This reward signal makes you more likely to begin the next task. Small wins build self-efficacy and confidence. They believe that you can do the work, which makes action easier and easier over time. The productivity identity. The highest leverage shift is not a new techniques, it is an identity shift. When you start thinking of yourself as a productive person, your behavior changes to match that identity automatically. Building the identity. Start your tasks you know you will complete. Track your completions visibly. A calendar works powerfully. Use language deliberately. I don't check email in the morning. And celebrate every meaningful completion. Don't rush past wins. The aggregation of marginal gains. Improving every element of your productivity by just 1%, your morning, your focus blocks, your planning, your reviews, creates enormous compound result over 12 months. You don't need a revolution, you need consistent marginal improvement. Try this activity. Start a momentum tracker today. Use a simple calendar and mark an X on every day you complete your top 3 most important tasks. Your goal. Don't break the chain. After 7 days, reflect how has completing small wins changed about how you feel about your larger goals. Thank you for watching my presentation. If you want to learn more about productivity habits, check out my website with courses to develop soft skills. Thank you and bye.